Hey Griffin, what's up? I'm gonna put the link up. Anybody's welcome to come up so that I don't have to talk while I'm doing the water change. Hey Big J S, what's up? Hey Griffin, what's up, man?
Shit, a whole lot. Taking a bike right now.
You doing what?
Taking a bike right now.
Oh, I hear you. What was you doing? Work in the yard or in your fish room?
Got that one going. I'm actually working on running the 125 right now.
All right. So it hasn't leaked then.
No, now stupid me went to put a FX6 on it, and this side somehow got slid back to the wall after I filled it. Didn't realize until after I filled it, and I can't get my canister hose behind it. So I'm having.
Yeah, that so well, empty it into like a container or something, and then you can shift it and then fill it back up with the
Yeah,
same water.
that's where the water in the 55 came from.
All right, right, right.
I was like, hey, let's just go throw it in there. I'm going to fill it up anyways. I'll just fill that one back up.
Hey, Ricky,
Hey, Ricky.
Manifesto, you coming up? I posted a link in the chat. Come up
Yep.
so you give Griffin somebody to talk to while I do my water change.
Hey, Travis.
Chup, Chalupa, George,
Hey, George.
Big J.
Travis said he'll come up.
George, you gonna come up?
Mr. Francisco said he's leaving in a few. What up, Skipper?
Skipper's in the chat.
Yep.
Hey, Skipper, I just posted a link if you want to come up.
Yeah, it was Travis.
He gonna get beer, Skipper.
I sold the last bit of my beer.
Mr. Manifesto, stop lurking in the chat and come up.
He said he was leaving in a fear.
He was what?
He was leaving in a fear. He's going somewhere.
All right.
Skipper said, "Gotta do a beer one first." Speaking of beer one, where's my damn drink? I'll be right back. Go figure get my damn drink.
Okay, well I gotta get my water in my tank.
Put that water in the 55 pepper, and I gotta move the tank out from the wall. My canister filter whole sink going behind it.
Peplin Creek, what's up?
That's true, Mr. Manifesto. Nah, it didn't leak. I want to put the FX6 on it last Sunday, and it's like, I'll fool with this next weekend. Oh, my help's there. He was still going a little bit. I'll come back up.
Okay, man.
All right, see y'all later.
Take it easy, Griff.
Yep.
I can't pronounce your name. Vinkowski. Sorry. City water. Come on, nobody wants to come up? There's the link. If nobody comes up, it's gonna be one boring stream. Nobody wants to watch me change water. Have a good time, Mr. Manifesto. Gotta love a 20-gallon aquarium. And the water change is done. Now I gotta do this step. Now I'm gonna use a different bucket for this tank. Not that it makes that much of a difference because I dip my hands in one tank and then dip it in the other, so it doesn't really matter. And I got a different siphon for it too. All the moss gets clogged in the siphon. I gotta take it out every so often. The floating plants in this tank don't seem to be doing too good. I can't get floating plants to get start growing in my water. I don't know. I Eight people watching. I got plecos in this tank, and this is cucumber. I like how the moss grows on these sponge filters all over the top of them. Hey, Mary, how are you? Have a good day. Yes, did you see the video I put up with the king tiger pleco? I think the eggs hatched because I could swear I seen them wiggling. Keep my fingers crossed. Yeah, one hurdle at a time. First they spawned. That was the first hurdle. Then I seen eggs. Now I see wigglers. The next hurdle would be for the wigglers to consume their yolk sac and actually start leaving the cave looking for food. When I see that happen, then I'll feel a little bit more relaxed. See this piece of wood with moss attach itself. I didn't attach it. Piece of green bean. Hi, Deborah Lewis. Thank you, Jacobs. Triple J. And another one. Now I'm gonna do the 90-gallon. I do that with my Python. Color Guppies, what's up, man? The Pleco's still going good, man. They're right here in this tank. I thought I would do a live stream to show everybody my Saturday afternoon water changes. I know, very boring. And I'm posting the link, so if anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome. I don't know how to pin it on my, because I'm streaming from my phone, so I just keep posting it in the chat. There you go. If anybody wants to come up, they're welcome to come up and keep the chat uh keep the chat going, because I know changing water is like watching paint dry. I usually just keep the two hang on back running, and they'll stop. They'll stop pumping the water up when the level gets too low, but there'll still be water inside of it, so the motor don't run dry. And as soon as it fills back up, they start back up by themselves. Hey Chewy, what's up? Just doing a water change. I don't have much fish in the 90-gallon right now, but so I probably don't have to change the water as much as once a week, but it's just I've gotten so used to doing it when the Texas cichlid was in there. But I eventually want to move the king tiger plecos and the leopard frogs into the 90. So I'm keeping it running. It's got some rummy nose in there and a hopala cat and a female albino bristlenose. Yep. I'll just drain it enough to where the hang on back stop running. Hey, Aqua Malik, how are you? Thanks for dropping into the stream. Angel Fish Keeper. Hello, hello. How are you? This is a very boring stream though. I'm just doing water changes on a Saturday. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to come up. They're more than welcome to liven up the stream a little bit. Chat with the people in the chat room if you want, rather than just watching me do a boring water change. I am very happy that you joined the stream, Malik. I'm honored actually. You are like my guru of plecos. I really appreciate you dropping in and saying hi. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. See, the water level has gotten to the point where the hang-on backs stop pumping water, but they still have water inside of the actual body of the filter, so the motor is still running. I run three filters on my canister filters. I just wash it out with some tank water. Terry said, why filter a filter? And my answer to that is because, sorry, because I can. I put some tank water inside of the bucket and wash the sponges out in it. Allergies have been killing me lately. Hello, Phaser. Phaser E. Phaser FF. Rephaser FF. Fish room. 7 people watching. I don't want to show off no butt crack. See that? Now that's a pre-filter. And I give the sponge in the filter a quick rinse too. I know it's overkill, but it works for me. And then I water any plants in the garden or in the house with this tank water. I'm talking, I don't even know if you guys can hear me. And I got inside of the filters, I got some BioHome and sponges again. Hey, Mikey, how about you come up and keep the people in the chat entertained while I do my water change? Because I know it's boring. You don't have to tell me. And I'm going to put my tea inside the filter. Put some tannins in the water. Plus, it adds antioxidants, according to Rachel O'Leary. All right, I'm going to start putting water back in it. I run it straight into the tank from the tap. And I just add the prime right into it. Hey, Mike, where you going?
What's up, man? I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting in Walmart parking lot, which is,
Almost as much fun
exactly
as
where I
me
wanted to be
doing a
today.
water change.
Oh, I would much rather be doing water changes, brother.
You
Am I
waiting on
dropping out?
somebody?
Yeah, my wife and my niece are shopping,
Right. So you don't like
so
to
I get
go
to
in
sit
and
here and
shop
wait.
with them? You don't want to go inside and shop with
I
them?
hate Walmart with the burning red hot passion of 1,000 suns. I despise Walmart. I hate it. I would almost rather shoot myself than go into a Walmart.
What do you hate about it? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God, do I have to go into that litany of negativity? It's Walmart, man. What do you like about Walmart other than it sucks you in and you end up
The fact that it sells zucchini and I could go there and buy zucchini to feed my plecos.
the fact that it sells zucchini. I guess there is that. But listen, if I can let my wife go in and buy zucchini and I don't have to, it's a win-win.
And listen to this. While I'm buying zucchini, if I need socks or underwear, I can get them.
So you can stuff the zucchini in either one of those?
Hey, you said it. I didn't.
Yeah, but I'm not buying it. So
Yeah, but
listen,
now
if
you
you
are.
if
I
you
know
walk in,
you are. Now you
listen,
now
Fishy
you
Lips.
probably texting your wife right now. Hey, honey, pick up some zucchini and a packet of underwear for me.
Dude, I dare you to go into a Walmart and buy zucchini and a freaking packet of underwear and socks, and that's it. I dare you.
What's
You might
wrong
as
with?
well.
I don't see what's wrong with that though. I really don't.
Yeah, you might as well head over into the lube section on the way.
Buy some KY.
I'm just saying. That clerk is going to be looking at you funny.
Yeah, well, it's self checkout anyhow.
Oh,
So
right. Well, yeah. So now it's just on video for the guys in the back to sit around and laugh at. Yeah. Yeah. You know,
yeah,
that shit'll make it all. That shit'll make it all the way to corporate headquarters, man. They'll pass that video all the way up.
and who knows? Maybe it might hit TikTok and go viral.
Is that how you want to go viral, Fishy Lips? You want to go viral buying zucchini and freaking underwear from a Walmart? I feel like there
I'm,
is some bad press.
I'm secure in my sexuality, so
Listen, that's okay, but there are better ways to go viral than that. I'm just saying. Just saying, buddy. Am I breaking up really bad? I must be because my phone is I'm plugged into the USB on the stereo, but it seems to be charging really slow. So I'm actually watching it drop.
Yeah, well.
So if I disappear on you, that's why my battery ran dead.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh man, I fucking hate Walmart, dude. But at least I'm not inside. At least I'm just hanging in the parking lot watching the weirdos walk by.
So
rather than being one of the weirdos.
What's the temperature in Florida today?
It is just about 80.
Yeah.
It's freaking warm. It's not too hot to be outside yet, but in another month it will be. Another month you won't want to leave your house for God or money.
Addictive hobbies. What's up? Yeah, so what, you have your windows down or you got your AC running?
No, I have the windows down. The AC in this whole day doesn't work.
All right.
Yeah. And the windows don't really work either, so the windows are down about a quarter of the way, and that's about the extent of it. But there's a nice breeze. So it's okay.
Yeah, but that must be brutal in the middle of summer, though.
Man, it's bad. It broke last summer, and prior to that, it actually had pretty good AC. But yeah, it went out last summer, and I haven't been able to get it fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth of the matter is, in order to fix the air conditioner in a 2002 Daewoo, what you do is you go get another car.
Yeah, because they'll tell you that you gotta completely evacuate what's in there and then refill it with new stuff. And
yeah, man, it would cost almost as much as another 2002 Daewoo.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
I even have an AC guy who could do it, but I'd have to drive 45 minutes to have him do it, and it has just never come to my. I don't know. I haven't
been a priority, right?
Yeah, I haven't wanted to do it that bad, and he'd do it for the cost of the freaking Freon, but
yeah.
But I don't want to drive
then
that.
If you have a leak in it, you got.
Oh, I'm sure I do. There's no doubt in my mind that there is a leak in this AC. Listen, the whole motor in this car, the whole engine in this car has been replaced twice now. Yeah. And the AC unit has been left in place the whole time. So God knows what's happening.
The same AC through two motors.
Yeah.
And then not only that, you might get it running, and then the compressor gives out on you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. It would be ridiculous to replace the AC in this car. You're better off just going and getting another car. But I'm not there yet either. And see, I don't buy cars with credit ever. I never, ever, 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 ever buy a car with payments. So I save up a $3 or $4 grand chunk, and then I just go buy another used car.
I hear you.
But and this one has lasted me a long time, man. I've had it for 11 years, and I have beat the shit out of it. But and it's still going. It's still going. Granted, it's on its second, or I guess it's on its third motor because the original one got replaced too. So
yeah,
but it still runs. It's kind of an embarrassment driving down the road in it, but you know what? I don't care.
What's up?
What do you got? You got a whole 3 viewers right now, Fisherman?
7 it says, but I don't know
Oh
how
my
much
God,
of
7
are
people?
actually looking at it.
There are 7 people in this shit? What the hell?
Yeah, man. It's
They're
like
all
watching
S.
paint dry.
They're all S. S is just signed in on all of his other accounts.
Hey, well, I appreciate S's help then.
Oh, S must be a cashier at Walmart. He says this is the 3rd time you've come in for zucchini and underwear.
Yeah, too bad I don't live where S lives. So there.
So you don't know where S lives. S could live anywhere. I mean, S's entire persona is just one single letter, so you don't know. He could be.
Well, I do know. I know more than you do. His name is Sean.
No, I know his name is Sean. But you're not supposed to say that. Shh. Stop giving up S's secrets.
And I bet you he lives in California.
God, you're a bastard. Why don't you just give out his address and freaking social security number while you're at it?
And you live in Florida, Mr. Mikey.
Why don't you just give out my social security number while you're at it too, you bastard?
What everybody don't know is that your real name is Mikey.
My real name is Mikey. See
that the hang-on back filters started back up by themselves. No priming, no nothing.
Yeah, they do that. I never had a problem with a hang-on back.
That's what people say when the power go out. They come back home and the filters are grinding and running without water. That never happened to me. The power go out, and as soon as it comes back, they start back up.
I have had that happen with canister filters, though.
Yeah,
I've never had
canister filters are at the bottom of the aquarium, so the water runs down and it don't run back up.
Yep.
Till you prime it.
Yep. I've actually the 150. I've been trying to figure out how to put a sump in it, and I think I finally come to the conclusion that I'm going to put a sump on top.
On top.
And
yeah.
And pump water up to it.
A lot of people do that. Put sumps above the aquarium instead of under it.
Yeah, the trick I think with putting a sump on top is that you have to design it in such a way that it's not horribly unattractive.
Yeah,
you can put it up there and it works beautifully, but they're ugly. So if you fill it up with if you fill it up with plants and I don't know, put something nice on the front of it or put stuff in front of it, then it doesn't matter. It's just sticking that,
But you see some of them sumps they sell these days made out of acrylic and all that kinds of stuff, and all the color match lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy. The sump alone is worth more than the tank.
There's this guy on Facebook that does these hand-built freaking sumps for saltwater tanks, and he gets $3 grand for a fucking sump, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I can build those things. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't build those things. I just, I guess I just don't have the patience for it. And like, I can't sell a product that I don't feel like is worth it. And so if I have to put that much work into a fucking sump to sell it for $3 grand, I feel like I'm ripping somebody off. I really do. It's just a bunch of acrylic and glue. And even though it cost me a freaking fortune to get the
stuff what costs the money is his time.
Yeah.
The amount of time he has to put into it. And it's when you get to that point, it's a work of art. Not
It is.
really.
I agree.
Hey, Big
But
Hank.
acrylic is freaking expensive too, though. I mean, acrylic is no joke. It ain't cheap. A sheet of acrylic will run you $300.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
for a small sheet, not even for a big sheet,
yeah,
and not even all that thick, really. That's for like the 1/4 inch thickness. You want the 1/2 inch or the 3/4. You're going to pay it a
yeah.
grand.
Something
half a
crazy like what Joey from
Joey
King of
DIY.
DIY uses that
Yeah.
1 inch thick acrylic and stuff. Is that
Yep.
I can imagine how expensive that is.
Yeah, it's no joke. However, you can order it off of Alibaba for about half price what you can order it here. So if you're willing to wait for 6 or 8 weeks for it to get here from China, it's about half the price.
It comes on a
But
slope from China.
it does literally come on a slow boat from China. But
Yeah.
But it's worth it. I mean, the price is right. And regardless of what anybody says, that acrylic is just as clear as any locally made stuff. People complain that it's not because they are pissed off that they're selling it for half the price, but it really is good quality stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only built one tank, and I don't see myself building another one anytime in the near future. I do keep repairing tanks, though. I get acrylic tanks in, that get donated from time to time that are mucked up, and I have to separate them and reattach.
Reglue them.
Yeah. And that's a bitch, man. A glass tank is
actually bonds, like it actually bonds the acrylic to the other piece of acrylic, right?
Yeah, it works a lot like PVC glue. It actually melts the acrylic to the acrylic.
Right. It goes into the pores of the acrylic or something like that, right?
Yep. And to totally rebuild an acrylic tank, you essentially have to cut it apart and then sand the edges and make sure they're perfectly straight, and then reglue it. And you're gonna lose about 3 inches in the process, but sometimes it's worth it. If it's a big enough tank, it's worth it. But I don't really like acrylic tanks, other than the fact that they don't weigh as much as a glass tank. So like the 400 gallon I have sitting in my fish room, if that thing were glass, there's no way in hell I'd ever get it moved. But acrylic, it's there's a couple of hundred pounds.
But glass weighs so much more than the acrylic.
Yeah. It's a nice tank too. I need to get it put up. I think I just decided I'm going to go ahead and do, because Aquafunk was over the other day giving me shit about it. And he's like, why did you just put that thing up on cinder blocks? And I went, well, that's actually not a horrible idea. So I may be putting it up on cinder blocks.
And then you could always put like a curtain around it so that you don't see the cinder blocks or anything,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how the stand is anyway. The stand is wrapped in kind of a really, it's like those moving blankets. It's kind of a decorative moving blanket that gets wrapped around the stand to hide it. But could be cinder blocks, doesn't really matter, I guess. The only problem is it doesn't leave a lot of room for the sump, and the sump is fucking huge. So
that's the problem. Then you got to make it so high that to do anything inside the aquarium is like you got to get a ladder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely have to get a ladder to get into this thing. The stand itself is 3.5 feet, maybe 4.
Right.
And then the tank stands on top of that, and it's another 3 feet tall. So by the time you got it all put together, it's 6 feet off the ground.
7 feet up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a pretty tank, man. It's a really pretty tank, but all that shit going into it's going to be a monster. And there's a piece of acrylic on it that I have to fix too, because in the move from Riverview to here, it got banged around, and the drip sump in the back of the tank, the drain sump in the back of the tank, got cracked. So I actually have to go get some JB Weld and fix that too. So I don't know, man. It's a project.
Yeah, but how much did you pay for it?
Well, it was donated, man.
Well, that's what I mean. You can't
Yeah,
beat
no,
that.
I'm not bitching. Listen, I'm not bitching. I'm definitely not bitching about having the tank. I'm just the process of putting it up is a monster. So I don't know. We'll get it. It'll work. And what's funny is I don't really plan on keeping fish in it. I'm going to get it set up and scaped and beautiful, and then I'm going to bring fish in so that I can do video and kind of let them hang out for a while and get to know them face to face, and then I'll go back on the pool and they'll go back out into the pool. So, you know, it'll only have fish
But
in
it's
it.
gonna be like a display,
Yep,
aquarium only
yep, yep.
to
It'll have
display
fish in it.
fish, and then put
It'll
them
have fish
back.
in it like once for like a week out of every month, and then the fish will go back out into the pool. So, like that way, I can get some really good video of Big Puppy, the red tail catfish, and I can get good video of the clown knife, and I can get good video of the two iridescent sharks, and it'll be really good for video. And also, like, it's a big tank; it's a 400-gallon, but I still feel like the fish are more comfortable out in the 3,000-gallon pool. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, I'm
Well,
sure they would be fine in there, but I'd rather
yeah, but
let them have space.
to move fish from one place to another for just a week, wouldn't that kind of stress them out and you not really get their true color and everything in that 1 week?
Nah, not really. The most of these fish are
But
fairly tame, and they'll be going from the water in the pool to the water in the tank will be identical, running off the same filter system.
all
So
right, right. So it'll be like just an extension of their pool.
yeah, it's not going to be any shock except for the 60 seconds it takes me to catch them in a net and move them.
Right.
And I'm sure it'll take them a couple of hours to get acclimated again, but it won't take long. It's literally just going from the same water to the other water in a different place. But I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet anyway, so at the moment it's all just fucking bullshit until it actually occurs.
Yeah.
That, and I'm still trying to figure out if we're getting evicted or not. So, but I don't know. The world is weird, man.
I hear you. And it gets weirder by the minute.
It does, man. It does. God, I long for the 80s. I long for the 80s, Fishyman. The 80s, everything was just okay. It was just all right. Nobody gave a shit. Here we are in 2020. Listen, so it actually really kind of pisses me off because, back in the 80s, when we looked towards the year 2020, 2021, we were watching the Jetsons and thought we were all going to have fucking flying cars and robot dogs. But no, we get this shit. My childhood hopes are dashed, buddy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we can technically have that stuff, but we just choose not to. I don't know.
I don't think
Not
we
us,
choose not.
but
Yeah. The powers that be.
yeah.
Because we could all have a drone car right now. Every one of us could have a drone car. We could be flying all over the place. I mean, they wouldn't be as cool as the Jetsons cars that went, but still, we could still be flying all over the place. But no, I don't get some flying cars. I get a 2002 Daewoo and a bunch of bullshit.
What's
and where the hell is my
Chewy?
where the hell is my robot maid? I don't get one of those either. My phone is now at 2%. I can't believe it's actually hanging in there, but we're still here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think StreamYard drains your phone faster than
Well, yeah, anything that's moving a lot of data is going to drain the shit out of your phone.
Yeah.
And StreamYard uses a lot of data. Did you say hi, Chewy? Is Chewy in here?
Yeah, Chewy's in the chat.
What's up, Chewy?
And he did say hi to you too.
The girls better bring me some freaking Oreos.
And Deborah Lewis is in Walmart. Oh, no. She isn't in Walmart. It is in Walmart. I don't know what it is.
The Oreos I want. And your zucchini.
Yeah, my zucchini and my underwear.
Yeah. I think you should video that. I think you should go to Walmart, buy zucchini and underwear, and video everyone watching you buy it and see what happens. I'm telling you, it'll go viral, buddy. You'll get 3,000 subscribers in a day.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Who knows?
I think you should, man. I think it would be a wiener.
I'll just wear my I'll just wear a wig and a mask so nobody knows it's me.
Oh, that's no fun, you big slacker. Oh my God, that would be a great video though. Fishy lips buying a bag of zucchini and some underwear.
I'm sure it happens every day, Mike. I don't know why you think it's so funny.
Take a poll of your 7 viewers and ask them if they think that's freaking funny. I think it's freaking funny.
Okay.
Everybody who thinks it would be funny as hell to watch Fishymon buy a package of underwear and a bag of zucchini through Walmart checkout, raise your hand. Watch this, all 7.
And I'll wear a GoPro cam strapped to my chest while I'm doing it.
I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, but the only thing, if I show the camera, the cashier might be like, the cashier might change their attitude because of the camera.
I don't be a little sneaky with the camera, man. Put it in a bag or something.
Chewy's coming up.
Oh my God, I wish I could show you a picture of this guy that just walked out of Walmart.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, man?
I just saw Mike's Aquatics and Things stream while the other stream was going on, or just after it. And while this stream has been going on, I've been in both, but I wanted to pay attention to what Aquaballs was doing. And he has spawned the fish that...
My phone must have just died, Chewy.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead and talk.
But he has spawned the fish that he got from Father Fish. He has young. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's the fish that was
Yeah.
was in all the controversy with
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think George is very close to being a master breeder.
Yeah, George does very well with a lot of species, and he's taking on a native North American fish that I can't keep. It's also a shiner. It's called the fiery black shiner. And it is beautiful when 2 males are spawning for breeding grounds, eh? Like shiners are very colorful, especially when they spawn.
Yes, they are.
So I asked George if he wouldn't mind keeping them, but they're very hard to come by apparently right now. Not enough
Hi,
color
Lori.
going out in that particular area of the country that have a license to sell, right? That's what Terry was bringing up, right? I understood what Terry was bringing up by that.
Yeah.
So I understand both sides, but it caused quite a.
Hey, Chewy, you go ahead and talk, all right? I'm listening, but I gotta wrap up the hose and stuff because I was doing a water change, okay?
Well, I wanted to say that he actually spawned them. So a young pygmy sunfish will probably be available that are in the hobby. And that's a positive because they seem to be high in demand. Now, I don't really want to talk too much because my voice is thrashed. So I guess we're watching the video for a while. Yes. Yes, Ames. That is who Looney is. Hello, Monster Fish Gal.
Did you see her video she put up today
Of course I did.
with her discus?
Of course I did. Lovely ornamental discus. Cannot, like I like wild type discus, okay? Because I got them out of the wild, saw them come out of the wild basically to a wholesaler. And having to adapt a wild discus was not very easy back in the day. And it still isn't really all that easy nowadays. But ornamental strains are quite durable and can be kept in all sorts of water parameters. So, do you think that your fry are going to turn out good on your
Well,
plate?
I don't know. It's I put a lot of catappa leaves and stuff in that water, so that probably changes the pH a little bit.
Yeah.
I definitely see them wiggling, so I'm hoping for the best.
So am I. I'm glad that you did that. Like the thing is I have the L66, and my old roommate still has them. And it's odd that they would nickname two species, two L numbers, as being the same common name.
You mean the king tiger?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Chewy,
that's
I'm sorry, brother. My battery dropped out on me.
Well,
It's
I want to tell you that at
it's probably going
Aquaball,
to again. So anyway, just wanted to pop back in and say I'm sorry.
I wanted to tell you that George spawned the fish that he got from Father's Fish. He spawned those pygmy sunfish. He has fry. So he's happier than a lark.
He is. Are you kidding me?
Yes,
He managed.
he's got them spawned already. It's
He
already
managed to freaking spawn. Oh my god.
yes. Well, George is George.
That's a.
George is my buddy, man.
That's ridiculous.
He keeps snakes, and he's my buddy.
I don't get it. He amazes me. He got some freaking magic.
Yeah, and he understands genetics of snakes. Like I don't know if you know this,
Yeah, no, I
Mike, but do you know the snake that appears on stage with Britney Spears and Alice Cooper from time to time?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, I don't keep up with that shit.
The gold python,
George definitely has the magic
Yeah.
touch.
ball python. Well, that belongs
Yeah.
to a friend of mine who's an artist.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm deathly afraid of snakes. Like, deathly. You know, like I've been bitten by a water moccasin and I don't want anything to do with a snake. Not at all.
Okay, I accept that.
But I'll study them. If my friends are into snakes, why are you into snakes? And when you study genetics
Hey, Marco, you want to come up?
of the bipython, that's an A in my book.
Right.
Okay? Because he's keeping something that I don't want
Detroit
to be
Trip.
wrong, but I want to know everything about it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Howdy, Detroit.
Appleballs and I have been buddies for a long time.
Okay.
A long time.
Yeah.
So that's how come I'm going, hey man, you know, let's try to make a positive out of the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe got those guys to spawn. I am amazed. Absolutely amazed that he managed to get those guys to spawn.
Well, he's bringing in a native that I really like. It's called the Fiery Black Shiner. I asked him to keep this fish because I can't keep it, but I want to see him spawn it, and I want to see it as like a featured tank.
Right.
Okay, you're keeping my fish because I can't keep them. You're breeding fish, okay, because I can't keep them. But hey, can you keep my fish for me?
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah. And he goes, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. And I have wild footage of that fish that I want him to keep. So I want to join the two of them once he gets them.
Right.
Right?
Marco, you're welcome to come up. Detroit Shrimp, if you want to come up, you're welcome, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Aquaballs does everything right. There is nothing about his fish keeping that I am not impressed with. He just everything he does is pretty damn spectacular. And
Aquaballs also knows how to tell talent in guitar players too.
okay.
Okay, like Aquaballs, like he's going through a belief cycle where he's giving, okay, and that's the way that he is. But Aquaballs
Ariel Costa.
saw a video that features a female guitar player out of the UK that is super talented. Super talented. Okay, like we're talking like a virtuoso kind of guitar player. Okay. So Aquaballs and I talk music, but he's into a belief cycle because of his spirituality, right? And I'm not going to knock him for it. Music can soothe the beast, but it can also harm the beast.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who's a Megadeth fan can tell you that.
Oh, I'm a huge Megadeth fan. I know Ellefson. He also has a band called F5.
Okay.
So that is fronted by the old lead singer of Judas Priest, the guy that filled in for Halford, and the guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
So that's the singer of F5.
So is Aquaballs in the entertainment industry somehow?
No, he wanted to be a musician, but did not think about the amount of time that it takes to become a great virtuoso guitar player.
I get that.
Like, as my virtuoso guitar players friends say, you'd be better off being a bass player. Well, can a bass player have 6 strings? I'll
Right,
play.
right.
I'll play rhythm all day long for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to rock out. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I get you.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
I'm used to the super guitar players like Ingwe Malmsteen.
God, that guy's amazing.
Well, I have a friend in Italy by the name of Tommy Vitali with V in front of it. He
Okay.
plays similarly. He's
Really?
from the Milan area, and I was his AR rep at a record company and his publicist while he was signed with that label.
Okay, okay.
And I'm also one of his best friends.
Well, that helps.
I was the one that went, I want this artist on the label.
Right.
The other artists that were on that label was a band called Cage, featuring a singer by the name of Sean Peck, and not the Sean Peck of the Fish Band. But they both kind of know each other through Facebook. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
And then the other band was the lead singer's band, the old lead singer of AC/DC before Bon Scott, Dave Evans. And I brought that guy to the label.
Cool.
And a band called Hydrogen that was a female fronted act that was produced by Michael Wagner, who produced Megadeth, etc., etc., etc.
Okay.
So I did publicity for the whole label.
That must have been a pretty interesting gig, I would think.
Oh, it was fun, plus being a manager of a metal show that was syndicated for several years on 26 radio stations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know everybody in the music industry by that time. You know all the label reps, you know everybody.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. Like when I was doing that, I worked for Hydrogen's management, and Hydrogen's management was also the management of Rick Derringer.
Okay.
Ricky, don't lose that number. There is a reason for that song.
I'm sure there is. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there is.
Ricky would always lose numbers. I had to be his babysitter while I was running the publicity stunt. I had to phone him.
Come on, really? That's the story behind that song?
Yes.
That was
Yes.
so lame. It hurts my spirit
It was
that
a
it's that
jam.
lame.
It was a jam. It was a jam. And do you
It
know
wasn't.
who the original drummer of Derringer is?
No.
Vinny Appice of Black Sabbath, who recorded with John Lennon on his last album.
Okay. Okay.
And he was the guy that would miss the gig, and he missed the interview. And I went, "Are you sure Vinny's going to be here?" And it was on the VM Underground at that time. And Vic goes, "I got no guest," right? And I'm going, "Okay, I will contact the manager and see all about it." Okay, Vinny forgot. Right. We had to reschedule, but we got the manager up there to take the blame off of the booker. I was the booker. Okay. Okay, so it's not my fault now. That was
right.
On band member. I got a pair of sticks out of the deal. Hey, what do you want? I said, I want an autographed drum head and a pair of sticks. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, because he screwed up. And he was going, "I'm sorry about this. What do you want?" And I said, "I want an interview with Ronnie." Okay. Unfortunately, Ronnie died. And I wanted a pair of sticks and a drum head. I wanted an interview.
Do you still have them?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
They're displayed somewhere, right? They're not just in a box stuffed in your closet?
They are over at my landlord's house where it's safe.
Okay.
I also have quite an autographed book collection too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, being in that industry, I would suspect you get a lot of freaking autographs.
No, from the fish world.
Oh, from the fish world?
Yeah. Do you know that I know the penguin lady, Diane DiNapoli?
Okay.
She used to be the penguin curator at the New England Public Aquarium.
Did she
I
look
was
at you weird when you asked her for an autograph?
No, she sent me an autographed book. I booked
Oh,
her
okay.
many radio shows that would cover her topic.
Okay. Okay.
I
That's
booked her
cool.
on several. You know, like
Right.
there are people in the radio industry that do keep fish and have got other types of shows.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know that Steven Tyler is a marine aquarium keeper?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, he's got beautiful aquariums. I know the guy who looks after them.
Does he actually take care of them, or is he just
Oh,
a guy who pays?
no, he's just fascinated by fish. He has a maintenance company look after his fish. And the guy who runs that maintenance company used to work at the New England Public Aquarium.
I got a maintenance company that looks after my fish too. Only thing is I don't pay them.
Yeah,
It's called the Me Company.
yeah. Yeah, well, when you go on the road, a maintenance company can be very expensive.
Hey, Fantastic Freaks. How's it going?
I went through that because I was stupid enough to keep an aquarium while I was in the entertainment industry and traveling around, right? So I gave up fish by learning that type of thing. It's okay to leave an aquarium for a month, but past that, no. You need somebody.
Mike's gone. Mike probably, his phone probably died again.
Yeah. You need somebody to look after your fish if you go.
Well, yeah, definitely. Because if you're gone for an extended period of time, you know, your fish definitely need to be looked after.
Like, you can basically do it a month, but you have to turn down heat, keep the lights off. It affects your plants greatly.
Yeah, yeah. And it'll slow down the metabolism of the fish, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Because you're not feeding them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not there to feed them. So I've stretched it out about a month, and 2 weeks is a long enough term in my book. But you can stretch it.
I am Muppet. How are you?
But you learn certain tricks along the way for keeping aquariums and all of that sort of things, like for power outages too.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I
a lot.
guess if the tank is like really well established, it probably lends itself to your fish being able to go extended periods without being fed.
Well, I'm more talking about the situation of where you have got a major power outage in Texas,
Mm.
and you're not and there's only certain things that you can do, right? Like you can wrap your tank with styrofoam. Like we had power outages when I was a kid, so this is what we would do up here in Canada because our winters are burr, right? So we would wrap the styrofoam around each side in our racks to keep the heat or the cool in, right? Whichever may be, and throw over blankets if we didn't have a generator.
What about
Nowadays, if a
what about oxygen level in the water? What
cooler water has got more oxygen than hot water.
Okay, right. The warmer the water is, the less oxygen it can.
Yeah. Whereas cold, fast moving streams are full of oxygen.
Right.
Whereas slow moving, low pH streams might not have a high level of oxygen. Certain fish do live in those kind of environments.
Mike's back.
Hey, Mike, again.
I'm back again. I'm dropping out. Probably drop out again, but whatever.
But anyhow, yes, George did very, very well. So I'm very pleased about that.
I'm glad for George. George is a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, George is definitely a cool cat.
Yeah.
Yep. Plus, he's a good
Do
parent
me a favor.
as well.
Do me a favor, Chewy. Next time you talk to George, if I don't see him first, broach the subject with him about doing an interview for me.
Talking of George, he just popped in the chat.
George, I have been working
Hey, George.
with your buddy because of what happened on the stream. That was wrongfully expressed because I knew how happy you were with getting those fish from Father Fish.
Hey, Craig.
And so Mike would like to invite you to be a guest on. You can continue, Mike.
Thank you. So, George, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind doing an interview with me, and we'll talk a little bit about those fish and show them off, and just do some cool stuff.
Hey, George, why don't you come up and you could talk to Mike?
Yeah, come on up, George.
God, I'm afraid I might drop out in the middle of this again.
I hear you.
Battery is hanging at like 3% right now, but
I hear you, man.
Computer with direct line, man.
What's that?
You need a computer direct line for that kind of like you.
No. I'm sitting in Walmart parking lot, brother.
Oh, okay, I hear you.
And I have 3% battery, and what keeps happening is it keeps draining down and powering off. So I sit here and wait for it to get back up to 3% and pop back in again.
Hey, George. Oh, I think he is here. Hey, George.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Doing good. Thank you for asking.
Hey, George. How are you, man?
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Chewy. How are you?
I'm great.
Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
Good, man. I'm hanging in there. Sitting in freaking Walmart parking lot, sweating my ass off, waiting for the girls to get out of the store.
Mike, you can, most of the people I joined their interview like that on YouTube. Any day you want, let me know. If I don't have anything going on at that moment, more than happy to get on, help you out.
Awesome.
Whatever I need to be done.
Well, I'll do
So
something kind of formal. Like I don't. The only place I ever do anything formal is I do kind of a little interview thing for FishTuber, and so I'd like to kind of do an actual like kind of formal interview, like we actually have questions and a plan. And
thank you.
specifically, I'd really like to talk about those sunfish and keeping native fish and that sort of thing, because apparently there seems to be some misconception around it, and I would like to clear that shit up.
Thank you. I didn't hear the misconception. So we'll talk about it later. No problem.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks,
Yep.
George.
So
That
I
would
don't
be
know what
freaking
was
awesome.
the misconception, but yeah, I would love to do that. You're
Thank-
welcome
Well,
to
actually,
it anytime.
Chewy knows more about it than I do. He just kind of gave me a rundown on it. So you're better off talking to Chewy about what the misconception is.
I'm always ears open up for Chewy's. He more than welcome to tell me whatever he got in his mind.
Basically, I am going to leave it at this stage. I want everything to go successful from here on in. So I leave it in Mike's capable hands and yours.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot believe. Listen, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you got those freaking sunfish to spawn, but apparently you just have like the magic gift with making fish spawn. Because
You want to go there? I can. I don't think there's anything magical about it. I don't know, Mike. If I talk to you, you're gonna say this guy is talking nonsense. You can come by. Look, Marco was here last night. He was amazed. There's more than you've seen with your own eyes. So much more. You
I
won't
was,
believe it. If you understand fish, you come over. You're like, this guy got a gift. My friends explaining and they're understanding and they're my family thinks it's something different, and I was like, no, mom, I think it's something else. And then so we'll find, and eventually we'll crack down on what it is. No problem. I'm gonna move on from this place. If something goes over in the new place, and it's not working like this, I would say it's the water, guys. You know what I'm saying?
it's the water.
So I'm not
Maybe.
staying here
All right. So
forever. I'm gonna move on.
my phone's about to drop out yet again because freaking battery is dead. But thank you very much, and I will get in contact, and we'll hang out and do an interview.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Chewy, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Fishy
You're
lips. Appreciate you.
All right, Mikey.
And all the people who are silly enough to be in this stream listening to you talk, I appreciate you. And we will see you guys later.
All right, Mikey. Yeah, George, and George, you're so humble as well.
What'd you say, sir?
I said you're so humble as well. You know, you're doing good things with the fish, and you're very humble about it.
Thank you. I like to share them too. That most definitely with everybody. But there's certain things that I don't know. So many things that I don't know. I want to learn all about that stuff that I don't know. And once I learn more about it, I can tell you guys what happening too. Because I don't know, I can't explain it. And it's nothing magical, guys. It's just there is certain things you have to take out of your body, negative. Like you wanna be always like the best you. When you become that person, you understand. Oh, hey guys, I gotta hang up. Okay.
Okay. Take it
I
easy,
got a phone
George.
call coming up. I don't even know how to do this. Hold on, let me hang up with her. Sorry, dude. I need to take this phone call. It's important, okay?
It's okay. You
I might
take your
come back
phone call,
after the
George.
phone call.
All right. Chewy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I am still here. I was happy.
Yeah, George is very humble as well. He
Well,
doesn't think of himself as a master breeder.
well, he's a good guy. That is what George is, and he tries to explain what he does in fish keeping. Like,
Yeah, and that's the thing too. He doesn't hide anything. He shares all his knowledge, you know?
exactly. So that is why I'm glad that things have worked out the way that they have.
Yeah,
That's all that I can say.
I hear you. Um, I've been running for almost 2 hours now. I think I better call it quits.
So I really like the tetras in your tank too,
Yeah, I I got them just mainly as, dinner fish
or fish to watch.
and fish to watch. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right.
Um, well, that's the point. If you're going to keep a plateau species that's going to hide in a cave, why not keep it with a fish?
Yeah, that is enjoyable and out
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. Like I kept discus with my zebra placos.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, why not?
exactly, because they both like the same parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
like the warm water,
yeah,
the low pH. Yeah.
yeah. And it was like my rainforest tank and my fish room. You
Yeah.
know, all the
Did you
rest of
have
it
like a
were,
lot of tannins in it?
huh?
Did you have like a lot of tannins in the water?
Uh, I ordered my water pre prepared by the guy who basically sold them to me.
Okay.
Okay, because I lived in an apartment, but I would supply his pet shop with all sorts of small African cichlids, like Julidochromis and that type of fish, right?
So your water was probably on the harder side.
So my water was extremely hard.
Yeah.
So, but he went, why do, uh, and I'm watching these placos and I'm going, I'm in love. I'm watching zebra placos. And this was back before the days of the dam, okay? They were cheap. They were $35 each,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay? So I'm bringing in lots of like Goodyeats, um, Julidochromis, a whole bunch of fish that he needed, right? And he goes, well, what do you want? And I said, well, I want these, but I want a fish to go in with them. And I want to have like the water, the right water, and everything else like that. And he says, don't worry about the water. I'll give you the water because you're an apartment dweller.
Yeah. So
No,
it's
sir.
not like you could have set up a RODI unit or anything like that.
Well, it's not going to fit in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to fit. Like it was my large aquarium. It was like a 55-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
did
my
you
large
did you
aquarium.
did you ever get them to actually breed in there?
I got the zebra plecos to breed, but I didn't get the discus to breed.
Okay.
And I had my fire, so I don't know what would have turned out.
But
Right?
I heard that the zebra plecos as well take they usually take longer to mature to breeding age and stuff like that than say your common bristlenose or something like that.
No, they do take a lot longer to mature. And
Yeah.
that was the reason why the price of them are so high too.
Yeah.
Like for a full-grown zebra pleco, I was astonished at one point where they were like $100 an inch.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so $400 for a full-grown zebra pleco, basically.
Yeah. And
What you're looking
it's
at.
probably not far from that today, you know?
Yeah, but back
Because,
then I got them for $35 a piece
yeah.
because they weren't on the endangered list. There was the Xingu River wasn't dammed.
Right.
So a lot of the fish were coming in because they wanted to get them out before the dam was built.
Right. So they were probably pushing the import on them.
Exactly. A lot of quarries were hitting at that time too. And
Yeah.
it reflected in the books that were being made over in Germany. Aqualog books of plecos is amazing. But we do have Planet Catfish as an online resource.
Yeah.
All you got to do is know the L number and look it up, and there it is. All sorts of information. Who has bred it, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess once the dam is in there, so I don't think that they will ever remove it to say that the fish could be returned to their natural habitat.
Well, if you know the Xingu River at all, okay, it was a very high river that was very swift in current. It had falls like unbelievable, okay? And so they wanted to harness all of that power by building a dam.
Yeah. Dollar signs.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is what nature faces the most issues with is the dollar signs. You look at the Rio Negro, it's not going to be deforestation that's going to cause that. They're trying to stop mining, gold mining.
Yeah. 'Cause I seen documentaries about gold mining, and they just rape the countryside with.
But there's also an endangered species in the Rio Negro by the Pink River dolphin, which is a World Wildlife Fund kind of project because they don't look at fish per se right now, but they're looking at what is endangered in the Amazon.
Yeah.
Bird species are endangered down there. Some frog species are endangered down there. And then you got the Pink River dolphin. Like when you think of the whole ecosystem, a true biotope aquarium, like Sean would know this, is you would have snails from Lake Tanganyika in a biotope Lake Tanganyika tank.
Yeah, not pond snails.
Yeah, yeah. You would try to get plants from Lake Tanganyika as well. Like there are species of Valsneria that inhabit the Rift Valley lakes, but they're not readily available in the hobby out of trade out of there.
Okay, Chewy, I hate to do this, but I gotta cut this stream short.
Yeah, okay. I just thought I'd pop up to
Yeah, I appreciate it. I
because
really appreciate you coming up and keeping us company, spreading your knowledge.
well, it was more or less about aquaballs.
Yeah. Well, he's a great guy too, so he deserves to get recognition.
Yeah. So
Yep.
thank you, Shimon. I have to get back to my guitar playing too. So
Yeah. Okay, Chewy, you enjoy the rest of your day.
yeah, you too, man.
Everybody in chat, thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.